Imagine your ship being hit by a missile. What would be your first reaction? Now visualize this scenario unfolding not on a small scale, but on a global stage. That's the reality we're discussing today, as the United States-owned cargo ship MV Jalter Eagle was recently struck by a ballistic missile in the Gulf of Aden, fired by the Houthi rebels in Yemen. U.S. officials have confirmed that the vessel reported no injuries or significant damage and has continued its journey. This attack comes on the heels of bombing raids carried out by British and American forces last week on Houthi rebels, who have been targeting commercial shipping in this crucial shipping lane. The Houthi rebels didn't stop there. On Sunday, they fired on a U.S. warship again. The U.S. Central Command X account tweeted about the strike, stating that Iranian-backed Houthi militants launched an anti-ship ballistic missile from Houthi-controlled areas in Yemen, directly striking the U.S.-owned and operated container ship MV Jalter Eagle. These developments have led to an increase in tensions in the region. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak provided an update on the military strikes of last week in Yemen. He made it clear that these were limited strikes, carefully targeted at launch sites for drones and ballistic missiles with the aim of degrading the Houthis' capacity to launch further attacks on international shipping. Our initial assessment suggests that all 13 planned targets were destroyed, including 9 buildings at the drone and cruise missile base in Barney and 3 buildings at ABS Airfield, along with a cruise missile launcher caught in the open. Despite the tension, it is important to note that the strikes were carried out with great care to avoid civilian casualties. As we tread this delicate line of defense and retaliation, we recognize the incredible bravery and professionalism of all our servicemen and women operating in these challenging conditions. The Houthis, in their turn, have vowed to continue their attacks in response to the Israeli war against Hamas in Gaza. They've accused the Americans and the British of escalating on behalf of Israel. In light of these events, the British Prime Minister has clarified that these attacks are not related to the situation in Gaza, but rather about guaranteeing freedom of navigation in the Red Sea. The Houthi attacks have indeed caused significant disruption in this vital shipping lane. In conclusion, the situation in the Red Sea remains volatile, as the US and its allies grapple with the challenge posed by the Houthi rebels. The balance between military necessity and political risks is a fine line that needs careful navigation, just like the ships passing through the troubled waters of the Red Sea.